Hello, my darlings.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my long time gal. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my long time gal.
I know it's late. I know it's late. We just gotta roll with it. I know. I said I know. I know. I said I know. No. Uh-huh. I said I know it's late. But we just gotta roll with it. Yay. Thank you for liking as you're coming in. Thank you for liking.
I say thank you for liking. Thank you for liking. Thank you for liking as you're coming in. Thank you for liking.
Look at him. He's look at him. He's not even afraid. Hey. Yes. And I know it's gonna be a lovely, lovely day. Mm-hmm. And I know it's gonna be. lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Just one look at you. Hey, Rose, what's up? And the world's all right with me. Okay, so let me see. I think I saw something. And the world's all right with me. And I know it's gonna be a lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely. What? Okay, I shouldn't be laughing, Rose. Rose, I should not be laughing. Child, let us see. What's the answer to Grown's question? Hey. Oh. Love you, Rose. I love you. You're such an amazing soul. Such a lovely soul. And I know it's gonna be. Let's see. Child. Oh, so it's confirmed? Wait, just say yes. You don't have to explain. So it's confirmed? Is it confirmed? Girl? Child, I said, child. Ooh, let's get some back energy. She told us in a short meeting. Okay, I'm being too extra. Okay. Okay, sorry, Rose. Tell me what's the energy here. Giving you the best version of themselves. What's the energy here? What's the energy here? If I open up, I am only gonna get hurt. No worries. You know I could read a damn. I know this is a romantic deck, right? Like feelings deck, but honey, I could read a fucking cornflakes box. Anything. This relationship is over. Hello. Secret DMs. Hello, fuck out. Hello. Tell me what's the energy here. Consistent time and attention. Making plans for the future. Uh-huh. Oh, they cut her off. People pleasing. Okay, so all these flipped out. I'm not really going to lean into the energy of these so much. Let me pull this back a little bit. I'm not going to lean so much into this energy, right? But, so let me tell you what went down, child, Hannah. Let me see. Was she forced out or did she leave on her own? We're going to do, was she forced out or did she leave on her own? Let me put these on the side, honey, before I get back to the, yeah. Let me put these on the side. sad. I'm gonna put these on the side, honey. I'm gonna put these on the damn side. Something, they found something, and something that was in secret, they found out. I kind of feel, let's see. Was she forced out or did she leave on her own? Was she forced out? Forced out, left. Forced out on her own. Forced out on her own. Forced out. Yeah, they forced her out. They gave her an option. Let's see. Left on her own? No, she didn't leave on her own. See? The side with the most positive cards is our answer. On the forced outside, we have the star, we have the 3 of wands, and we have the 6 of coins. On the left on her own, we have the world, the 9 of swords, anxiety, stress, and the 10 of pentacles, the money affected. She wouldn't leave on her own because she can't afford to leave on her own because her money gonna be destroyed. And she may be the breadwinner in her family. She may even have family in her back home or another country that she takes care of, because the word could speak to like across the world, not just an ending. But this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a cycle. Okay. She didn't want to, but they forced her out. They found out about something that happened in secrecy with secret DMs, complaining and nitpicking. There may have been other complaints about her from other people. We don't know. Then we have, they can't handle your cut-off game. Yeah, they cut her off. People pleasing. They weren't pleased with what she was doing. Don't chase, give space. They gave her space to basically hang herself. They gave her the rope to basically hang herself. Isolate when triggered. I feel like the isolate when triggered card talks about meetings. These people were going into meetings about her. She may have asked for a second chance, would give it a second chance, or they may have given her a second chance and she's still fucked up. It says giving you the best version of themselves. She did not give them the best version of herself. Okay? It says this relationship is over. So this is ended. It's done. Consistent time and effort. Whatever was going wrong, it was consistently going wrong, and they were done with her. If I open up, I'm only going to get hurt. She was holding something back because of some decision she made. She was hiding something, right? And whatever it was, it came out, because now she got to make plans for the future, honey. 1111, stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing. It says making plans for the future. Now she got to make plans for the future. She told us, I fucking didn't I tell you months ago? Rose, why were you shocked? So you don't believe what I be telling you? I mean, of course, energy changes all the time, and multiple realities, nothing is set in stone. But I told you a karma was coming, and I told you what she intended for you was going to come up on her. She tried to force you out. She tried to stress you the fuck out and make you fed up and resigned, but she don't know the resilience that you got in you. Okay, she don't know you were born under a fire sign for a reason. I tell everybody who comes here, when we tap into your energy, when I tap into your energy, if I was going into battle, the soul that I would take with me is you. Now, in a physical form, I probably wouldn't take you. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? But soul-wise, fuck, you're a general in the soul realm. You ain't somebody to play with. Do you hear me? The first thought of coming up against a soul like you is destruction. When you think about coming up with a soul, when somebody thinks about coming up against a soul like you, they've just invited destruction into their life. Whether it happened in a day or a year, it's been invited and it can't be stopped. You're not a soul to be fucked with. When people see you coming, they might as well leave you alone, because you don't bother nobody. You do not bother people. If unproblematic was a person, it would be you. You don't fuck with people. You don't be sitting there plotting and planning and wondering why Mary got her hair done like that, and oh, Mary thinks she's better. That's not you. You be sitting there eating your food, enjoying your moment, minding your fucking business. You don't give a fuck about what Mary got going on. It's not that you don't love Mary. You love Mary like how you love every human, but you don't be worried about Mary's business. You mind your business. So for somebody to be coming up against you, it's shocking to me. Like, what the fuck is your problem? This is somebody who just don't bother people. Yo, let me tell you, you're not a soul to be fucked with. And I think because you seem so soft, or you seem so gentle in the 3D realm, that somebody like her thinks that you would be an easy pushover. She thought you would be somebody that you could mess with. No, there are certain people in this life you just don't fuck with. I'll use myself for an example. When people do me things, destruction come upon them every single fucking time. And the thing about me is, I be forgetting what went down. I be in the moment of it, I may rant and rave because of what they did to me. But like maybe a day later, I'm onto something else, or maybe I don't know. I just don't have time to dwell. There's so many amazing things to see and experience, and when I'm walking outside and throughout my day, little things amaze me, like how this wind is blowing through this grass, how the birds were fluttering. When I see the birds flying in a circle, those things fascinate me. When I see a beautiful flower, I will stop and be amazed by its beauty. And sometimes I talk to plants, so maybe I look crazy to some people because I will stop and I will talk. I'll be like, "Oh, you were so beautiful." And I will touch their leaves and be like, "Oh, you're gorgeous." So if someone sees me, they probably think I'm crazy because here is a woman in front of a plant talking to it. But that's what excites me. I'm not excited about what people got going on. And then people give me so much attention. So I always keep my gaze straight. I always keep my head straight. I don't really look at people and engage them because they give me unnecessary attention. Okay? They always try to get to know me, talk to me, but I don't really like engaging people. Like, I don't like being involved. They always have so much going on. I like the nice things of life. And I feel like you're similar to me. Like a nice, beautiful, calm morning. That's nice to me. A nice sunny day. Sometimes I be looking up at the clouds. I be seeing shapes in the clouds, like, oh, that looks like a puppy. Oh, that looks like a star. Oh, that looks like... That's what's exciting me. Not fucking what Mary got going on. If Mary's driving the latest Benz, if Mary lives in a mansion, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about your title. I don't give a fuck about your position. I don't care. Now, if I'm working in an environment where there's managers and all that stuff, I would respect you, but outside of that, you don't matter to me. Like, I don't care about that. When I say you don't matter, like, it does not impress me. You matter to me as a human being. I want to know that you're okay. But I'm not impressed. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to be in the mix. And I feel like you're somebody similar to that. Like, you just want to live your moments, doing the things that you like, taking care of your animals, interacting with the animals. And I know that's why animals love you. On a different note, I feel like you're an animal shaman. So there are shamans who can actually communicate with animals. And I feel like you possibly is one of those. I don't know if your gift may not have been activated as yet, or you haven't activated as yet to be able to literally hear animals speak to you. By the way, I hear plants. I don't know if I told you, I hear plants. Trees talk to me, okay? I know that might sound weird to some people, but the trees do talk to me. So, and the trees have a lot of knowledge, like they ancient beings, and they're very happy in their choosing of life. Like, they are happy that they are in life as a tree. They've given me so much wisdom. Like, when I tune into the trees, they give me so much peace. Like, they let me know, like, nothing is going wrong. Nothing is going wrong. Because when I ask the trees, like, how do you feel about getting cut down? And they be like, oh, that doesn't matter because we're never really cut down. Our roots run through. Our pollen goes all over the place. So we're never, ever done. And then they're like, it's never done. We're all one. I'm the rocks. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Whenever I'm in a rough period, like I just feel overwhelmed, I talk to the trees because they give me so much cosmic knowledge, okay? You are supposed to talk to the animals, and that's probably why the animals are so attracted to you. You're supposed to be able to hear them. Now, when let me tell you, when they figure out that you can hear them, you're gonna talk to you a lot, okay? So let me tell you, yeah. So tell me more. Why is this person leaving? Why is this person leaving? But Rose, I told you months ago when this woman started, I told you, I said, Rose, do not worry. Didn't I tell you she was gonna get fired at one point? I don't remember. But I felt like I kept saying to you, do not worry. Because, yeah, what she did to you, she intentionally did those things to frustrate you so you could have left. And what she intended for you, the grave she dig for you, the hole she dig for you, she's now fallen into. I'm hearing this song by Tessa. It's called Tessa B. It's called Escalate. And it says, you dig a hole, I fill it up with you. Let me find the lyrics to that song. I think the song is metaphorical, so we may have to decipher what it, or you could, it's basically left for interpretation, I think. Tessa B. Escalate by Tess RB. I don't even know who this person is. The lyric says, oh, yeah. Wrong! Listen to the lyrics of this. The lyric says, you thought that you were stronger. You're like a glue. No one ever proved that you can claim a whole lot more than I. No one ever. Now, let me give you a little bit of this, how it sounds. It say, you thought that you were stronger, you're like a glue. No one ever proved that you can claim a whole lot more than I. Anyhow, then it says, oh, I give all my gold to translucent minds. I give all my gold to translucent minds. You beat the tongues, they never sound me, fool. And these lyrics, I thought she said you beat the tongues, they never scare me, fool. That's what I say. For my experiences song, I've always been saying that. I say you beat the tongues, they never scare me, fool. You dig a hole, I fill it up with you. Let me read that again. It says, you beat the tongues, they never scare me, fool. You dig a hole, I fill it up with you. You're my shot, I kiss it, it's true. And that's the part that's for you. The part that says, you dig a hole and I fill it up with you. Energetically, when this person came at you, they dug their hole and they had to fall into it. Yeah. I'm going to link the song for you. Let me link that song. You thought that you were stronger, you're like a glue. Tess RB. No one ever proved. I give them my gold to translucent minds. I give them my gold to translucent minds. The video is quite creative as well. I don't know how you would like it. Let me share that video with you. When she came for you, she fucked all the way up. All the fucking way up. Do you hear me? That's it right there. Oh, let me see what you're saying while I'm in the chat. You said, I did believe. Yes, she told us in a short meeting. I did believe it. I just still get shocked. I think she got shocked. I'm not a quitter, and I really fight. I fight for my rights. I sense somehow it's if someone messes me, something bad happens to them. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I get sad too when someone tries to hurt me because I seem so weak and fragile because I'm quiet and shy. They listen to me when they fuck with you, they fuck up. I believe you. Hey, Hazel. I think you're the sweetest divine. You too, Rose. Oh, I love you. Hazel says me too, and she's the funniest. I like feel tickles when I come here. So true, Hazel. I always smile and laugh with divine smiles. Oh, I haven't yet. That would be amazing. I feel sad when a tree gets cut down. Yeah, they don't want you to feel sad. They understand how intertwined everything is. Like nothing ever goes away. Okay. Um, I'm so glad that I found my tribe who understands me. Because I can't go to the regular person on the street and be like, hey, do you know I talk to trees? And they talk back to me. Can't do that. But you know, it's like I say, I can't help it when it comes to like seeing a beautiful flower or beautiful plant. I will stop and I will talk to it. I'm like, oh, you're so nice. And people may see that and be like, what is wrong with this woman? But I don't give a fuck. I believe it would happen. I got shivers. Uh-huh. Yeah. Because listen, that wasn't easy. Oh my God, things are falling apart. I'm trying to pick up these cards. Thief. Yo, she may have stolen something. Because I'm trying to pick up these cards to tap the energy just a little bit more. And everything fell apart. Hold on, hold on. You. Okay. All right. Okay. I guess. Okay. Let me pick these chords up. I gotta pick the chords up. Everything fell apart. Rose, that was a rough period you went through. Trust me. And that was about 9 months or even a year. Because it's been going on for a minute. And I'm like, damn. Intentionally fucking with your time. Intentionally not fixing things because they know it's bothering you. Like, how do you sleep at fucking night when you do those things to people? How does it make you feel good to know that you're causing somebody distress? Somebody who ain't doing shit to you. Look at this. Yeah, tell me why she's resigning. Tell me why she's resigning. Tell me why she's resigning. Official person in reverse. So she's not who she said she was. Because an official person, you know, there's certain narratives attached to that type of person. Something about her didn't pan out. And I don't know what this thief energy is about, but child, tell me why she resigned. Tell me why she resigned. We have marriage. Huh. A marriage is a long-term contract? Tell me about this long-term contract. Tell me what about this long-term contract? The Empress. And not being able to move on. So the Empress speaks to creativity, speaks to the ability to bring in abundance, bring in more. Since this is a business read, right? This could be that this person in her long-term contract may have had some sort of quota, some sort of goal that was promised to have been met by now. Like they may have said, this is your based on what you said you can accomplish. This is what we expect by this so and so time. And if you're not able to deliver, you're going to have to step down because the 8 of Wands is in reverse. So it says there's no movement forward here. Okay. So it seems like it didn't work out. Tell me a little bit more about why she resigned. Oh, the Chariot. Thief. Oh my God. Thief to the Chariot. Baby, she did something really, really wrong. And now she has to move on. Something may have happened in Cancer season, which is the end of June and July. Okay. And it could have been of last year, if not this year. Something may have happened around that time. And, you know, things carry over. Because I'm seeing in my head like a file and I see HR written on the top. So HR could mean human resources. There could have been something put on file. And now I'm seeing in my head like a, what do you call that scale that you normally see like on lawyer videos? And I'm hearing Law and Order in my head. Law and Order. What was that about again? Law and Order. That was a TV show. I'm hearing the dun dun, the sound of this, like at the beginning of the Law and Order TV show, you'd hear a sound like dun dun. Something may have been involved, something about somebody younger, or if it's not actually younger, it could be like less. This person may have had some sort of less, like a profit and loss, and it couldn't explain the loss or something along those lines. Yeah, but baby, you have to move on. A man put his foot down and say it's time to go. But energetically, this makes a lot of sense that this has happened. You can't keep doing wrong to people and get away with it. You just can't. And this ain't little bit. She tried wrongs. That was abusive what that woman did to you. Do you hear me? That was abusive. She tried to wreck you emotionally, wreck you mentally, so you would have quit and left. Maybe she even tried to like downplay your skill or talk bad about your skills or your work output, something along those lines. She don't want it to be over. I see the second chance card came out, so I don't know if she's still trying to get a second chance, but I don't know if these people are gonna let her back, and I think that's it. I think it's over and done. Yeah, I think that's over and done. I give them my gold. Two translucent minds. Let me see what Rose is saying. John, greetings. I sent something to your cash. I don't have a cash app, babe. I have PayPal. Good. Let me see what you're saying. Thank you, girl. That's why I have 3 plants at home and they have names and I have conversations with them. Hey, Gab. Yes, Hazel. Yeah, I totally get it. More than a. When I look back, I remember the trauma. Yes, it was traumatic. I went through it with you. You came here and I went through it with you. So I know it was traumatic. You know what it's to go daily, know that someone is daily targeting you? She knew how that AC was affecting you. She could have gotten that fixed a long time. Just recently, too, during inventory, she still wouldn't stop. Like she wanted to get me sick, too. Okay, love. She tried to make me look bad. She brought in other people to help at my department to make me look I was slow or not doing my job properly. I know. Thank you, Divine, for being here for me. No worries, my love. Always. We are cosmic soulmates. Always. Always, babe. I told you our ass was going to get let go. And she possibly did this to other people. This could be a track record. Maybe that's why I saw the thing in my head with the HR. This could be a track record. Maybe this is how she operated in her last role and it worked. But then she meet you. When she met you, it was her ending, her undoing. Is that the right word I'm using? You thought that you were stronger, you're like a glue. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I see you, Hazel. I see you. Then after Hazel, we have John Wick. Ah, the ancient chosen one. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It makes sense, John. I only attract the ancient beings. And then I see Gab. Okay, like, see, so let me get to next for me is Hazel. Let's go, Hazel. What's your question, my love? Pray before you do mine. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see what's your last juicy, sexy. What's the last thought you had of? Mm-hmm. I said, let's see. Mm-mm-mm. A whole lot more than I give them my goals. Hello, hello, welcome, 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 welcome. If you would like a free Oracle message, just write the word free in the chat. Donations take priority. Tell me what's your last spicy thoughts you had. We have the Queen of Swords. I want to see what's up under that dress. That's a thought they had. Mm-hmm. There's something about money here. I don't know if this person feel like you deserve more money or he won't put more money on you or give you money or something like that. Late at night. It's late at night he has these thoughts about you. Or whenever he has time to himself. Because my eyes are drawn to this candle. This is a fat ass candle. My God, why is it so thick? Why is this candle so girthy? He was up under that dress. Or whatever you got on, whatever clothes you got on. Because look at this Queen of Swords. She looks very official, very well respected, But when you open her dress, she has like this garter thing on. It's sexy as fuck. It's like she got on her queenly garb, right? And she looks like she's supposed to be respected. And the man in front of her is also highly respected. Look at him. So look at this man. Can you see him? Look at him. There he is. Very respected. And then there is the queen in her garb. She got a crown on, this high neck thing, her queenly stuff. And then, what is this sexy thing she get on, baby? This person want to see up underneath all of that. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Take it off now, girl. Take it off now, girl. I want to see inside. Interesting. Let me find that song lyrics for you. Because you know what's interesting about that song? Both people are guarded. Let me see beneath your beautiful. You tell all the girls no beneath your beautiful. Behind your Broadway show, I hear a voice say, please don't hurt me. So both people could be afraid of being hurt. It says, You tell all the boys no. So it starts off with the man singing. So the man and the woman sings in the song. They speak their part. The man starts off by saying, "You tell all the boys no, makes you feel good. Yeah, I know you're out of my league, but that won't scare me away." Interesting. He says, "You tell all the boys no, makes you feel good. I know you're out of my league, but that won't scare me away. Then he says, you've carried on so long, you couldn't stop if you tried it. You've built your wall so high that no one can climb it, but I'm gonna try. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Would you, yeah, this person feels like you carry yourself in this very perfect way, like maybe very reserved or proper. Would you let me see beneath your perfect? You and this person may have had a lifetime together in like the Victorian era. Is that what it's called? When they did wear clothes like this? Because I'm hearing in my head a chaperone. So in those days, you couldn't be with a man without being chaperoned. It was very proper. What do you call it? There's a word I'm looking for, but I'll find it when I come back. Okay. Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Take it off now, girl. Take it off now, girl. I want to see inside. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful tonight? Maybe it's mostly at night that this person thinks about you when they have time to themselves. And then the woman verse comes in and she says, "You let all the girls go. Makes you feel good, don't it? Behind your Broadway show, I heard a boy say, please don't hurt me. And you've carried on so long, you couldn't stop if you tried it. You've built your wall so high that no one can climb it, but I'm gonna try." So on that verse, the woman sings and then the man comes in as well. Both of them are saying the same thing. You've carried on so long, you couldn't stop if you tried it. You've built your wall so high. So both people in the situation is guarded. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Would you take it off now, boy? Take it off now, boy. I want to see inside. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful tonight? And then both of them say, "I'm going to climb on top of your ivory tower. I'll hold your hand and then we'll jump right out. We'll be falling, but that's okay because I'll be there. I'll be here. I'll be right here. I just want to know. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Take it off now, girl. Take it off now, girl. I want to see inside. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful tonight?" My God. So it's possibly at night when this person has time to themselves. Or if it's not at night, let's say this person works at night, maybe when they just have time to themselves, like they're in their own darkness or space, like in your own room, in your mind. Tell me what's your spicy thoughts. What's your spicy thoughts? We have Two of Pentacles. It's something about seeing beneath your clothes, because look at this man. It's like he wants this woman's dress off. It's something about being very classy that turns this person on about you. Because this woman looks very classy. She's sexy as fuck, but it is just pure class right here. And this Queen of Swords looks like somebody you will respect. Tell me what's your spicy thoughts. There it is. You want to take it off, girl. The song did say, "Take it off now, girl." You want to take their dress off, honey, or them clothes off. My eyes are drawn to the fact that all three women have a bun with like tendrils falling down. Maybe this person wants to see your hair in a bun, or if you do wear a bun, they possibly want to see your hair down. Tell me what's your spicy thoughts. They want to get you in your natural state. They won't see you naked, baby. Let's get naked. Early in the mornings when I think about you. Yeah, I hit you like what you saying. In the mornings when I wanna fuck you. Yeah, I could fuck you all the time. Ooh. Ooh. I'm seeing a library in my head. I don't know why. Tell me. Once again, this is the Queen of Pentacles. This person have mad respect for you, yo. Like mad respect. Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles. Both of them are very, look how their postures are. Now I'm going to cover up the Queen of Pentacles titties. This person won't see your titties. They won't feel them. They won't feel how the nipples feel in their mouth. They want to see how your belly button look. They wonder if you feel up yourself. Like, do you play with the bean? But look at her posture. Look how she's sitting. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Very proper, very queen-like, right? Same thing with the Queen of Swords. Look at how she's sitting. Is this air that you carry about you? And all these women in these pictures have buns. There's something about the bun. This man wants to worship the fucking ground you walk on, girl. Look at this. Look at this. This man is at her feet. He wants to kiss your feet. He may be a feet man. It bothers him to think that you possibly may be talking to another man or being in with another man. He sometimes look at you when you're not aware. Like, I don't know how you be sneak looking, but he be sneak looking. One of his fantasies is just to be around you and talk to you, like to unload his day to you. There's something very, I don't know, like, it's like a cosmic energy between the two of you. Like, you kind of just get each other, it seems. Because these two people look like they get each other. Look at them. They look like they get each other. Like, you don't have to do too much explaining. Ain't too much awkward silences. Any silence that's there is because they need, it's necessary for the convo, right? These two people like are mirrors to each other. They get each other. Tell me. Two of Cups. This person fantasizes about like making sweet love to you, not just fucking, but sweet love. Tell me your spicy thoughts. And the funny thing is, the reading didn't really go super raunchy. It went more so like respect. I want to be good to you. I want to be nice to you. Tell me what your spicy thoughts are. It says manhandle. Okay. Now it's getting rough. I want to pump it. Okay. Yeah, this is giving me missionary. I'm talking about that sweet missionary sex. You feel me? When you just want to wrap your leg around this dude's ass and pull him deeper into you, like, yeah. But he may not let you wrap them legs. He may hold that leg out a little bit so he can fuck you to pieces. And he says, I want to pump you. I want to pump it. Then it says, touch it while I watch. I told you this person wonders if you feel up yourself. They would love to watch you touch yourself. Then it says, I am very grateful. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm picking up from like these queens. Like, to have you would be, are you younger than this person? Or, I don't know. It's like I would be lucky to have you. I would be honored. That's the word. Honored to have you. Lady Arabelle. Lady Arabelle. Is there a group called Lady Antobel? Yeah, I think so. I think that's a group that sings something about 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm thinking about you. Put it in my mouth. Oh yeah, this person wants your tits in their mouth. Anything that you want put in their mouth, they want it in their mouth. I want to please you. What else? Netflix and chill. For this Netflix and chill, I feel like this person literally want to be around you doing nothing. And then it says, put you to sleep. Oh, so they want to fuck you back to sleep. Or fuck you to sleep. Up against the wall. Oh yeah, baby. They would put it on you, right? The sexual contact between the two of you may create some sort of healing because a lot of blue cards coming out. And blue for me is healing. You got food. This person may want to feed you, then fuck you. Let me watch. This person has something about watching. Your hands. They fantasize about your hands touching them. How good your hands would feel. Call me master. This person may be in a little bit. If you give it to this person, they're going to end up being pussy whipped. It says you make me feel so alive. I want to love you in every kind of way. If you give it to this person, they're going to end up feeling pussy whipped. And they may be in a little bit of a BDSM thing with call me master. I want to please you. Touch it while I watch. Um, put your hands. Let me watch food. Put you to sleep. Put it in my mouth. I want to pump it. Yeah. But it's like this type of vibe I'm getting. Like, not like back shots. They want to be on you like this and then pump you. You remind me of my Jeep. I want to ride it. Something like my sound. Girl, you look just like my car. And something like my bank account. I want to spend it. This person wants to spend money on you, girl. They may show love through giving, like giving money or giving flowers. Let me see what Hazel's saying. So I'm feeling curious today. Okay, yeah. Hey, John, I'm very proper, very appropriate, maybe. Well, girl, they don't want all that proper. They want to see a little bit of the wildness. They want to see a little bit of the wildness. I say, you remind me of my Jeep. I want to ride it. Something like my sound. Okay, Gab, I see you, Gab. I see you. All right, after Hazel, I have. After Hazel, I have John. John Wick. You know, I've never watched the John Wick movies. Like, I feel like I've seen like pieces of them. What was John Wick about? I feel like there's a message there. What was John Wick about, John? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Legendary assassin John Wick. Oh, you could be a spiritual assassin. Retired from his violent career after marrying the love of his life. Her sudden death leaves John in deep mourning when sadistic mobster Losef Torosov, Alfie Allen, and his thugs steal John's prize car and kill the puppy that was a glass gift from his wife. John unleashes the remorseless killing machine within and seeks vengeance. Meanwhile, Losef's father, Michael, John's former colleague, puts a huge bounty on John's head. Oh, her son. Oh my God. Oh, he's a hitman. Oh, he's a legendary. It says John Wick. You may be a spiritual hitman. John Wick is an American media franchise created. Okay, let me see. It says Wick is a legendary hitman. And then, you know, the funny thing is starred by Keanu Reeves. Keanu has this outer-worldly vibe about him. Otherworldly. Wick is a legendary hitman who is reluctantly drawn back into the criminal underworld after retiring. The franchise began with the release of John Wick 2014, which was followed by 3 sequels: Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Parabellum, Chapter 4. Various spin-offs expanded the franchise. The prequel comic book series John Wick, The Book of Rules, the prequel television miniseries The Continental, and the spin-off film Ballerina. The films have received critical acclaim and have been considered one of the greatest action film series of all time. Some critics and publications consider the first film, as well as Chapter 4, as 2 of the greatest action films ever made. The films have earned a collective gross of more than 1 billion worldwide. Okay. Chad, Basil, and Erica serve in oversight roles. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Because you remind me. I don't know. You may have a karmic aunt or a karmic mother figure. I don't know. I don't want to say mother because I don't know, but I don't know. I'm picking up on something like maybe a karmic You may help karmic family member. I don't know. Anywho, let me get back to you. That's how I clear energy, okay? John says, let the cards fall out, they will. Hold on, John. Someone seeing himself and wanting to spend money on you feels amazing in these days. Yes. I mean, knowing that is amazing. Yes, 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 absolutely. So for John, let me get into you. Because you remind me of my sun. This is sunny. I'm bringing the angel oracles for you, my love. The angel oracles. And you said you wanted me to pray before I started your read. I'm going to say the ultimate prayer. Thank you, God, for this message that we are about to receive. A prayer of thanksgiving is the ultimate prayer. Why? Because reality is complete. That's why. It's all done. There's nothing really to ask for because it's all done. It's all ours. We got it. Here we go. What messages do you want, John, to start to hear? I'm starting off with the first oracle card. Usually I give the oracle card at the end. I'm going to start off with the oracle card. Here we go. And you know what's being drawn to me is the word oracle. You may be an oracle. You may be a messenger. So do you read cards like me? You may be a messenger yourself. Here we go. What do you want him to hear right now? Let the cards fly out. Okay. I'm going to take the one that's here with these very blue skies and this pretty white cloud. It says the past is over. Okay. The past is over. This is a new day, one that you have never lived before. Stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. Once again, your oracle messages, the past is over. So with me seeing this comment about the past is over, it says to me, I know you can't see it because it's backwards, right? But it says the past is over. It says to me that it's time to let go. There's something significant about this old time machine. Do you see this thing here? This is an old way of telling time. I forget what you call this. Let me look that up. What do you call those? What do you call the time clocks that uses the sun to tell time? I feel you leaning into me energetically. Don't lean into me that heavily, John. Don't do it. The device that uses the sun to tell time. What the fuck? Are you getting off of my energy? Well, okay, this is the energy I'm picking up, John. As I'm leading into your energy, it almost feels like you're touching yourself energetically. Like you may not be touching yourself physically, but it feels like you've been watching corn. I'm gonna say corn. Replace the C with the P because you know it's YouTube. If you ever watch corn and then you fill yourself up and touch yourself, that's how it feels energetically. Like you're touching yourself while leaning into my energy energetically. Now clarify for me because that's how it feels. Or maybe it's just because you're leaning into me heavily. Don't be rubbing that energetic dick now, John. Okay, let me stop. It says the device that uses the sun to tell time is called a sundial. A sundial works by using a shadow cast by a raised arm or stick, known as a gonongmong, onto a marked surface called a dial plate. As the sun moves across the sky, the gongmongs, on maybe the G is not silent, nongmong's shadow moves across the dial, indicating the time of day. How a sundial works. This is the gongnong. This is the part of the sundial that casts the shadow. It's often a stick or a triangular piece of metal and must be aligned parallel to the Earth's axis or rotating for the sundial to be accurate. The dial plate. This is the flat surface on which the shadow falls. It is marked with lines that correspond to the hours. Earth's rotation. The sundial's accuracy relies on the Earth's rotation. As the Earth turns, the sun's apparent position changes, causing the shadow to move across the dial. Mm. There's something about the Earth. Like I'm tasting like a very earthiness in my mouth. It tastes like, okay, I shouldn't say it tastes like, it smells like, but you know, like smell and taste kind of go hand in hand. You ever smell like a wet surface when the rain begins, like a hot surface? Like when rain is just about to come, but it's only like sprinkles and it touches that hot dirt surface and it gives off a scent. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? I'm smelling that in my, like tasting it. I'm actually tasting it in my mouth, like a very earthy taste. I don't know. Do you do elemental energy work? Do you work with earth or something? I don't know. It's because I'm tasting earth in my mouth. There could be something significant about your purpose with earth. Tell me more. It says, this is a new day, one that you have never lived before. Stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. So, with this one card, the universe is asking you to let go of the past in order to create your inner fucking peace. I don't know why I had to say it that way. So, there's something with the past to let go of. What do you need, John, to know at this moment? Ace of Water. It could be something in regards to love. Tell me, what do you need? The Star. Mm. Ace of Cups is a new beginning. The Star is a wish fulfillment. Something could be happening by the 17th of October. Okay. You're getting a wish fulfillment and it's a wonderful new beginning. It could be in the area of love, but you need to let go of the old self. You need to let go of the past. If this is in the area of love, meaning you could be entering a new relationship, you don't want to bring your old attitude, your old mindset into this new relationship. And let's say you're already in a relationship, there could be a new stage that you're entering and you need to let go of your old mindset in order to move forward. It says awakening. So you're going through an awakening. You're seeing reality from a different perspective. All right. This new beginning is about an awakening or a new connection. Okay. Tell me more. What do you need him to know? Tell me what you need him to know. Ten of Air. Ten of Air is an ending that's attached with betrayal. Ten of Air is a Ten of Swords. It's coming out of the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning, right? But it also could be a new beginning in love. So there could have been a Ten of Air moment in your past with somebody who really hurt you. If that is the case, the universe is saying, let go of that. All right. Not only that, any betrayal that you may have felt, you need to release that because this new beginning is waiting for you to experience, but you have things that you need to release. If you find yourself constantly going back to old situations that happen with you and people, if you find yourself constantly struggling with unforgiveness, the universe is asking you to let that go. Okay? Let it go. Unforgiveness is like taking poison and expecting the person who hurt you to die from it. It don't work that way. They don't die. You are the person who's being poisoned. You're the person who's dying when you're taking in unforgiveness or you're not letting it go. Anger is the same thing. If you look at reality as something that you chose for yourself, then it wouldn't be hard to forgive. If you look at reality from the standpoint of each moment is a new moment, meaning that the version of the person you experienced in the last moment does not exist in this new moment, it will make it easy to let go of the past. If you would visualize reality as this mammoth house or this house with infinite windows, and you as a mammoth being, see if you can see this in your head right now. Imagine you as a mammoth being kneel down in front of a house. In front of this house, now you're bigger than this house. You're big as the universe. When you stand up, you are touching the heavens. That's how big you are. But this house is on a lower level than you. And imagine yourself kneeling down. When you kneel down in front of the house, you are on the same level as the house. The house has infinite wisdom. Okay, this is a scenery you're seeing in yourself. The house has infinite realities, infinite versions of your realities. Each window is a version of reality. How do you get to each window? By changing your focus. So when you look in a window, let's say this betrayal here happened in a window 1, and it's with this particular woman, right? This card is on the top of the sexy deck with a woman crying and a man basically like he's cheating, because in this window you have a man who's sleeping with somebody else and this woman is crying. So I don't know if cheating was a part of the situation in the past. If it's not a romantic situation, it could be just somebody betrayed you, like I said. Now, back to the windows. So imagine in this number 1 window, you were betrayed by this person who's in this card, right? And then you change your mind, you forgive them. And by forgiving them, you start to look in number 2 window. In number 2 window, this person exists. But the person who's in number 2 window is a different version than the person who's in number 1. We are taught to think linear, in a linear way. We are taught to think that it's the future and the past and the present. Think about it more so in versions. When you look in the new window, the version of that person in that new window did you nothing. They never did you anything. You've never met that version before. The version in window number 1 is the person that you met. Even though they look exactly alike, that is not the person that hurt you in 1. Unforgiveness is a way of releasing. It's a way of shifting your focus. Forgiveness, I should say. Forgiveness is a way of shifting your focus. So when you want to look in the new window, you want a different experience from the exact person. There are things that you have to do in your mind, and forgiveness is one of those things. If you shift, let's say you shift to window number 2. Let me know that you guys are following me. If you shift to window number 2, and then you remember that this person that you're looking at in window number 2 betrayed you, and you said, I have to be guarded because you hurt me in the past, you just move your attention back to window number 1, and they're going to betray you again. Window number 2 version never betrayed you, will never betray you. Anytime you shift your focus, you shift the windows. So when you looked at them in window number 2, and they're amazing and they're wonderful, and then you remembered that they betrayed you, you don't stay in window number 2, you shift to window number 1. And that version of them must betray you again. Because this house that you're looking in is not their reality, it's your reality. They are just playing the scenes that you give them, mammoth, ancient, sacred being. They are your supporting actors and actresses. They have done nothing to you but that which you ask them to do. Do you hear me? The only thing to change is you, not them. The only thing to change is your focus. They will always give you what you expect. So when you said you lied to me, boop, back to version number 1. Version number 2 will always be there, never betraying you. In window number 3, there's another version of this person. When you change your mind about this person, you change the window that you experience. It's not them that's changing. It's you, your expectation. You are the script writer of your movie. When you change your thoughts, the script changes, the window changes. You cannot expect to keep asking them to give you different when you don't change the difference in your mind. Anywho, Anything else you want to say before we move forward? We have the Three of Fire in reverse. A Three of Fire is opportunities coming in. That's in reverse. There's some things that you got to let go of in order to bring in the opportunities that you really, really, really want. In order to create inner fucking peace. Do you hear me? And the Balance card. We have three major arcanas. So you're going through a spiritual shift. The one card literally said that you're going through a spiritual awakening. Oh, watch this movie called The Giver. I want you to go and watch a movie called The Giver, okay? Yeah. The movie is called The Giver. The Giver? Let me just confirm. The Giver. The Giver. The Giver. The Giver. And I get it, you know, John, because the natural response, like when people come to this channel and they come for me, and I get mad and I rant and I rave, in the moment, I'm doing what the natural response is. But when I have a moment to myself, I'm like, fuck me. Thank you for showing me what window I'm looking in. Thank you for showing me where my expectation is. Thank you for showing me where my frequency is. Hey, The Giver. Movie, The Giver. The Giver. Is that what it's called? The Giver. I want you to watch that movie. There's something out for you. Yes. Hey. 24. It came out in 2014. It's called The Giver. That's what it's called. Go watch that movie. All right. Anything else you want him to know? Will your heart and soul say yes? Will your spirit still say yes? There is more that I require of thee. Yes. Yes. Oh, let me look that song up for you. You need a song too. Will your heart and soul say yes? Will your spirit still say yes? There is more that I require of thee. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Something has been a long time. Mm. Will your heart and soul say yes? Will your spirit still say yes? There is more that I require of thee. Will your heart and soul say yes? Now will your soul say yes? Rebeke se endere. Will your spirit still say yes? If I told you what I really need, will your heart and soul say yes? Will your heart and soul say yes? Yes. Will your spirit still say yes? There is more that I require of thee. Will your heart and soul say yes? RBS endereba robokoshi andaraba. Yeah. Will your spirit still say yes? If I told you what I really need. That's it right there. Mm. Let me post that. That's it, right? That's a song for you. All right. So here it is. Robokoshendere. Also, this new beginning that's coming in for you. You see this? This three of air is three of swords, heartbreak. It says great sadness. Take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. There's some unforgiveness in your energy that you got to release because now you have gifts coming to you. It says gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. There is a new beginning as it relates to your financial situation, to your worldly situation, but it's being blocked because there's an energy of unforgiveness here. The Three of Wands is your ships coming in. That's an opportunity, that's moving forward, that's abundance. It says abundance, things look very good, have patience in at this time, make long-term plans. But this came out in reverse. Why? Because on top of it was a Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak. Carrying that pain. It's time to look in a new window, babe. And it's like some people, I'm not saying you, some people, they don't want to look in the new window because they've become addicted to their old story. They've become addicted to the story of unforgiveness. They've become addicted to their story of hurt. Like, yes, you hurt me, and you should acknowledge that you hurt me. But what if it's all you're doing, meaning you set them up to hurt you? When you stood on the stage of your life and you said, Mom, aunt, dad, sister, brother, community, world, I want to go into the physical realm at this time in 2025. I want to be here at this time. This is the role I want you to play. I want you to hurt me. I want you to lie to me. I want you to cheat on me. I want you to betray me. I want you to criticize me. I want you to come for me. I want you to send me negative energy. I want you to mix up your potion and chant for me under the moon. Because that's what's going to help me on my soul's mission. That's what's going to help me on my soul expansion. And when these souls stood in front of you in absolute love, they said, yes, we will do it for you. So the ones that hurt you the most on the soul realm, they love you the most because they choose to take on the hardest job, which is to rip you the fuck apart in this physical realm. Destroy your peace. Destroy your mental. Even fucking some of us destroy our bodies. Do you hear me? But you have to choose. What they're teaching us is how to look in a new window. You have to choose. So you have to let go of blame, let go of shame, let go of, oh, you should take responsibility for what you did. But you asked me to do that to you. On a soul level, you did. So what responsibility do I have? It was your doing. You Ubered me. You requested me. You made a Uber Eats request, and I just delivered. So you're gonna blame me for delivering to you what you wanted? So you're gonna sit on this porch all day for the rest of your life saying, "Oh, why did you bring me this pizza? I wanted chicken. Let me tell everybody past me, they brought me pizza. Yes. When I was 8, they brought me pizza. And then when I was 25, they brought me more pizza. And that's all they're good for. People are pizza evil. They're evil pizza bringers. They just bring pizza all the time. Don't care how much I tell my family. I try to get them to understand me. They never try to understand. All they do is give me pizza. And you're stuck on that porch forever. When you were the one who Uber Eats the damn pizza, you were the one who requested it. So they delivered. And you will be stuck. Some people stuck on their porch for life. And some of them even get stuck eternally, or let me not say eternally because it's not eternally, but they stuck for centuries. That's why people like me come into the physical realm to help them to go the fuck home. Because they will get stuck on that porch even when they depart the physical body. They still on the porch complaining. And then they don't leave me alone. I be in my bed. They come around. What the fuck do you want? Go home to glory while you're still in the physical realm. You're no longer in your physical body. Go home. But they are stuck on the porch complaining about the pizza that was delivered that they requested cosmically, divinely requested that pizza before they came into the physical realm. But they didn't bring you the pizza for you to stay on the porch. They brought you the pizza so you could go back in your house and decided, you know what? I don't like receiving pizzas. So let me request something else. Maybe I should get the steak this time because I didn't enjoy the pizza. Okay. It's time to request something else, babe. All of us. That's a message to all of us. It's time for all of us to request something else. John says, I understand we can't ever be mad at God when he gives us what we want. Instead of being patient till he gives us what we wanted, we reap what we sow, harvest indeed. Absolutely. That's another perspective to look at it. Now, you may still be in the energy of looking at God as a being outside of you, and that's okay. That's a part of the waking up process. But when you realize that you are the God that you're looking to, that this is your reality, that me, I'm just a hired hand. You said to me on this day at this time, you're going to tell me this because this is what I need to hear. And I said, yes, I will. And so I expect my cosmic check, okay? As your dearest friend, I expect my cosmic check. I know you sent me my 3D check, but I expect my cosmic check because I delivered. I delivered. I delivered. I love you, John. Thank you for sharing this moment. Thank you for hiring me. I wonder what other lifetimes we've spent together. Because nothing is by coincidence. Y'all think y'all just meeting? We've been meeting a long time. We've been meeting on this cosmic journey for many, many eons. And for me, I bring in old beings. I attract old because I'm old. When I say I'm old, I'm so fucking old. It's incredible. I'm ancient of days. Oh! So let me get to I think it's Gab that's next. I don't know, something about an aunt or a mother figure. There's something. There's a family member energy that's coming through. I don't know if this person is still in physical form or gone, John, but this person was one of your karmic soulmates. So you may have had a rough experience with this, but I feel like it's a feminine energy. Maybe was it your mom? Maybe you had a rough experience with your mom. If not, there could be a feminine, like an aunt or an aunt figure. Let's say it's not even like your. Let's say you never know your family. I'm trying to look at it at all angles. Let's say you grew up in foster care or something. I don't know, and you met an aunt figure or a mother figure. There is a feminine energy that's been your karmic soulmate who is one of your biggest teacher. I don't know if that's who the unforgiveness is about. Also, a mother figure don't have to be a mother figure could be like a ex-wife or ex-girlfriend who's a mom. I don't know, but there's some sort of mother figure, a feminine energy, maybe an aunt or a mother or an older. I don't know. It's something. There's a feminine energy that you have a karmic contract with, and this person might be one of your sources of unforgiveness, and you need to learn to forgive them. Okay. All right. It's my mother. Fuck. 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 This person is one of your karmic soulmate. But let me tell you what the karmic soulmates on the soul level, they love us the most because they choose the hardest job, which is to hurt us the most in this physical realm. Do you know some of us manifest in completely karmic family members where we feel like we don't fit in at all, where we feel like I'm probably adopted or something. Ain't no way I could be a part of this family. Ain't no way I could have their DNA. There's no way that their blood run through my veins because I just don't get them and they just don't get me. And the fact that they don't get me, they abuse me. And you're like, what the fuck? If I really chose the family that I'm gonna come through, why did I choose these people? Because on the deepest level, on the soul level, you and them love each other the most. And that lesson that they're teaching you is painful in the physical realm, but on a divine level, you know why you need this lesson. You feel me? Okay? Y'all be safe. It was a pleasure to share the energy with y'all. Yes, you too. Oh, I sent the second one via email. Okay, my love. Okay. Let me see. Um, there is more that I require of thee. Ooh! Child, let's see what it was saying on it. Okay, let me get to number 2. No, don't ever. No, it's not long, Gab. It's fine. Okay, let me get to number 1 first, and then we'll do number 2. Let's get to number 1 first, and then we'll do number 2. Okay, let's see his thoughts on the conversation. What were you thinking? What's the energy behind this conversation? And this is basically that what are they telling people about you? Like, what are they telling their family and friends about you? Ooh, I love this topic. But let's see his thoughts on this conversation. 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 We have stop jumping to conclusions. Let's see his thoughts on this conversation. Betrayal. Interesting. Gaslighting. Interesting. Spying on social media. Girl. They are coming back to stay, let go of the past, including you in their plans. I can only depend on myself. Let me see something. This man is fearful of being let down. He's struggling with his trust. He has major trust issues. He's fearful. Like, he wants a deeper connection, you know. The reason why long distance relationships satisfy him at this moment is because he hasn't done his healing work. So keeping people at arm's length makes him feel okay, makes him feel safe. Because he is fearful of being let down. mm, there's a part of him that he does not want you to see, like the part of him where he's emotionally dysregulated. Like on the surface, he may give balance, but underneath it all, he may have like a fucking raging bull going on underneath it all. And he does not want you to see. I feel like he may feel his emotions intensely, and he may judge himself like, "Oh, I'm a man, I shouldn't feel that." But that's a toxic conditioning. We all feel emotions. So how he felt after the conversation, he may feel like sometimes he jumps to conclusion he doesn't want to do that. He thought about the fact that he is afraid of betrayal. Okay, that's been going through his mind. I'm afraid of being betrayed. Maybe he's been betrayed in the past. Maybe somebody has used him in the past. I don't know. But I feel like he may have been narrow minded in the past, like only seeing his perspective. Spying on social media. This may be one of his toxic traits. Like when he's triggered, he may be one of those people who spy on you or set things up to catch you or follow you without you knowing. I feel like you're triggering this man into his healing, like you're maybe helping him to really look at his shadow side and realize that he needs to do some work. They're coming back to stay, let go of the past. I think he's coming into the realization that he needs to let go of this past version of himself. And because of that, he needs to take accountability for his actions in the past and even in his actions currently. He's definitely, or they definitely were talking about including you in the plans for the future. It says including you in their plans. I can only depend on myself. Literally, this card is saying, I can only trust myself. And then below that, it says a fake pregnancy. And then it says jealous and possessive. This is his demon. This same jealous and possessive energy is like a demon that he's hiding. And I don't know if this fake pregnancy was somebody who tried tricked him before. Maybe he was tricked. Maybe that's what most of his trust issues is coming from. Or that's a fear that he has that a woman will try and trick him or hoodwink and bamboozle him. You are triggering him into some waking up process. Okay? You see how I'm trying to put the cards neatly? There's something about being in control and things looking a certain way that's important to him. Somebody's initials could be G or Y because my eyes are drawn to those two letters. Kate. Anywho, tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. How did you feel after the conversation? What were your thoughts? A little bit guarded. This person may have told him to step up because the Seven of Wands is being defensive. And why would you be defensive if you were doing everything right or doing what was considered to be right? This person may have said to him, to get what you truly want, you're going to have to step up. Yeah. And this is a break. The Four of Swords is a break. The devil is toxic ways. He needs to break from his toxic ways. This person looks like he's praying. So he may be reaching out to God to say, hey, help me. Help a brother out, man. My heart has been broken. My heart's broken in pieces. Here's my offering. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. Here's my offering. Take me to the cross. There is some heartbreak that he's carrying, and it has turned into toxicity. Whatever this Three of Swords, there's a Three of Swords on his wall. Look at the wall. Three of Swords hang up on the wall, and that is heartbreak. And then the Ace of Swords is in front of him. He's praying for a new version of himself, a new beginning, but he's still got that Three of Swords in his house. So he needs to get rid of that Three of Swords. If it's a relationship and he's still got like old pictures and stuff of this person, he needs to get rid of them. You feel me? This person may have said to him, to get what you truly want, you got to let your guards down a little bit. Take down your walls a little bit. because this is the emperor. He has like the DNA or the destiny of being the emperor, but it's been a long time coming. It means he hasn't changed in a long time. That in itself, the thing that he is, what's the word I'm looking for? Unchangeable. He's not easily changed. It's good and it's bad because when he's locked in, you're getting one of the most faithful people on the planet. But when he's not locked in, when he has a bad thought or a bad habit or something, he's also very dedicated in that sense as well, which is not good. Okay? But his destiny is to be the emperor, but he has to do his work. You could be triggering him into doing his work. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. Here's my offering. Let me see what you're saying. So that's how you felt. Take me. Oh, sorry. Give me a second, Gab. Thanks for the movie recommendation. I'm watching it now. Take care of yourself. And from the code and principles of honor, we live and die by take no shit from no one and queen and mad respect. See, John Johnson, take no shit from no one. I asked, he claimed he didn't know. Oh, and I said, okay. Was expecting that. That's a lot that came out. Yeah, he said he's been praying. Oh, I could see his brother telling him that he's very upfront. Yeah, he don't like changes. Okay. Um, let's see for number 2. Take me to the king. 6 watching, only 2 likes. Get my likes up, babes. Get my likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. Here's my offering. Okay, let's see. So you want to know why he asked the question? Um, but to that scenario, that would be my take. Your take on it would be my take as well. Because a relationship is built on respect. When you are married, when you're in a relationship, it's no longer me or I, it's us, it's we. And you would want to respect your partner's wishes. And my thing is, you would want to lock yourself down let me not say lock yourself down, but you would want to be connected to somebody who you could reason with on a level. But then sometimes too, you may not have had a certain situation presented itself and you may not know how this person would react. But just out of their general character, because I would want my person to be like, show me the respect that I deserve. You know what I mean? What happened to him to ask you that? Okay, let's see what happened. Why did he ask her? I agree with you about the respect part. Most definitely. Communication is key because when you take on somebody in a relationship, you are caring for that person. Their heart should be of the most importance to you. Their emotional state should be of the most importance to you. So you don't want to do anything to cause emotional disruption or emotional pain. You're supposed to care for that person like you care for yourself. I don't understand how people be in relationships and disrespect each other. Like, how? How? How do you disrespect the person that you claim you love? Like, when a relationship to me is supposed to be like a safe haven. Like, when you go out in the world, you're against the world. But when you come home to me and it's me and you, we are supposed to be able to wash each other clean emotionally, mentally. I shouldn't also be a source of discomfort for you. You go out in the world, it's discomfort. You come home, it's discomfort as well. That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense to me. I saw this video with this girl who posted that her husband hasn't cooked for her in years, but he spent 3 hours. This is a white couple, right? He spent 3 hours baking a cake for his work wife birthday. Girl, I would have divorced that man so I would have been done in that moment. You spent, she said, this is my husband who hasn't cooked for me in years, but just spent 3 hours baking a cake for his work wife. So obviously they've spoken about this work wife, right? I know this is a trend these days, people talking about work wife and work husband. I think it's a little bit risky. Like, I know that you build great relationships with your coworkers because you spend a lot of time with them, okay? Shit. You spend more time with your work family than you spend with your own family because you got to be there all day. And by the time you get home, it's time to go to bed. Really. But if you're going to spend 3 fucking hours to cook for somebody and you don't cook for me, but then see, my love language is acts of service. So that would bother me. Maybe somebody else whose love language is not act of service, that wouldn't bother. Because for me, what you do for me demonstrates your love. So for you to be able to do that, the effort you put into it says that you care about me. You don't put no effort in me, but you can put effort in somebody at work. And you should see him in the kitchen. She was secretly videotaping him, right? He was just diligently moving through that kitchen, getting his shit together. Like he was cherishing that moment of making that cake. He was making sure everything was right. Girl, I would have been done. When I say I would have been done, that would have been it. That would have been it for me. I would have been done. That would have been a clear sign to me, like, this man don't love me. Because listen to me, actions speak so much louder than words. That's his subconscious mind operating. His subconscious mind was on full display. Consciously, he says he loves you and he's married to you, but subconsciously, he's in love with that woman. You should have seen him. He was so focused. Making sure, hey, you just seen this like a little, kitchen, I can't even explain it. The way he was just making sure, okay, this, and he was just, he on his feet. 3 fucking hours on his feet. Almost half a day's work to make sure his work wife was pleased with the cake that he baked for her. But your wife, who's sitting there, you ain't cooked for her in years. Girl, when I say I would have been, oh my God, I would have been so done in that moment. There's no coming back from that for me. For me, I don't care what you say. And that's why I tell women it's important to learn your love languages. Because a woman whose love language is words of affirmation, she probably is going to forgive him because of what he says. Because if your love language is words of affirmation, what is said to you is more important than what is done, not me. Your actions to me says exactly what you think. You ain't need to tell me nothing after that. You need to try to figure out if she's single so you and her, because that's where your heart is at. That is who you're cherishing. Inwardly, you cherish that woman. You ain't cherish fucking me. A personalized cake, 3 hours. You didn't pay somebody to make it. You put in the time and the effort, and you should have seen his body language. His body language was the body language of care. Like he don't want nothing to go wrong with this little cake. You should see him just flittering back and forth in the fucking kitchen. Girl, I was so mad. When I saw that video, I was so fucking pissed. He just say, yeah, but that's crossing the line. Regardless of love language, time spent, dedication, and the intention. Exactly, Hazel. Yup, that's what I said. Actions speak louder. That's crazy. And his girl continued to show how much she respected him. For me, that's also lack of respect for his wife. Exactly, Hazel. Girl, when I say I would have, no, I wouldn't. No, the me that I am today, I probably wouldn't do it. But the younger me, I would have waited till he finished baking that fucking cake. And I would have gone in that kitchen and break up every fucking thing. Thank God for growth and maturity. Girl, my toxic ways is I would have waited till he finished the cake. And when he went in the bathroom, I would have go in there and I would have just rip up the fucking cake. I would have smashed it on the ground and rub it on the ground. And then, you know, he's going to get angry. Then I can say, hit me. I was going to say, you fucking hit me. And I'm going to have something on my hand. I was going to have a weapon. I was going to be like, hit me. You fucking do it. Touch me. Touch me. Listen to me, guys. That's not advice. I'm just saying in my younger years, that used to be me. Toxic. Girl, who was going to eat that cake today? Or if I didn't fucking rip it up, I'd go in there and eat all of that myself. I'd go eat that fucking cake. Of course, I'm not going to eat the whole cake, but I was going to cut it up and I was going to start eating. And when he comes, I'll be like, oh, you made this cake for me? He'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Eating the fucking cake that my husband made. Listen to me, guys. Don't listen to me. That was my toxic younger self. No longer that way. Gabby said that cake would have been in the garbage. I don't care. I would have smashed it into the ground and get some divorce papers. Exactly, girl. Oh, when I said I was so hurt for that woman, I wanted to cry for her. And it's, you know what hurt me the most? The dedication, the way he was just so gentle with the cake. Like he was just making sure, you should see him just flittering back and forth in the kitchen, just making sure everything was perfect so that she would be pleased. And that's why I tell the women who come to me and ask me about the men in their lives that, listen, if that man is not trying to please you, let him go. I've recognized since tapping energy all this time, what I've recognized about a lot of these relationships, some of the men, most of the men that you ask me about, they have an avoidant attachment style. Does it mean that they don't love you? It doesn't mean that. But you have to realize that if his attachment style is avoidant, he needs to go through a healing process. It's not your job to wait for him. If you want to wait, that's on you, okay? It's not your job. Now, when somebody comes to me with somebody who's just a plain narcissist who's using them, I'm gonna tell you this person is doing you in. But a lot of the men and women come to me and ask me about, usually they have some sort of an avoidant attachment. And when the feelings of love ignite, or when the relationship starts to get too much, they run. They tend to be runners. And so I've had people asking for people for years who's carrying them. Women asking men for years who's carrying them energetically. Like when you ask me, how does this person feel? And I can see this person loves you, but he's not taking any steps to make this a reality. Then I have to let you know, it's up to you, babe. You're going to have to let him go. We all have a particular attachment style. If you know nothing about attachment style, it's time to learn. So there are 4 attachments. One is called secured, and that is what we should all be working towards, to attach securely in relationships. Another one is called, so you have 3 insecure attachment styles and 1 secure, and that's the one we should all be working at. You have anxious preoccupied, then you have anxious avoidant. Oh, let me say it this way, it'll be much easier. You have anxious preoccupied, then you have dismissive avoidant, right? So it's really anxious and avoidant. But the third one is a blend of the 2. So those people, they swing back and forth. Anxious types are very clingy, needy. They could be nagging. That's the text that's going to blow you up with a lot of messages. If you don't respond fast enough, their anxiety kicks in. They don't think clearly because when their emotions are heightened in relationships, anxiety kicks in, and the anxiety literally prevents them from really reasoning. The avoidant types, they pull away when their emotions become too strong. They feel like they got to protect themselves because if they allow you in, they will be hurt. So they run away. And that's why you have the chaser and the runner dynamic, because one is anxious, one is avoidant. And then in the middle, which I feel like a lot of people is, because it's like on a spectrum, in the middle, you have the fearful avoidant, which is also known as the anxious avoidant. So there's a mixture of the avoidant and the anxious type. Those people are the people who give you hot and cold signals. Those are the people who the relationship started off so amazing. You two are lovey-dovey in love, and then one day you can't hear from them, and you're like, what the fuck? What went down? What happened? It all starts, our attachment styles begins from our childhood, the way we were brought up. Okay? If you grew up in a more stable home where you could have expressed yourself, it was emotionally safe, you may grow into a secure attachment style. If you grew up seeing a healthy marriage or healthy family dynamic, mom and dad communicate well, it doesn't mean that you didn't see any conflict at all, but you see conflict resolution without people acting like lunatics. You may have more of a secure attachment. Unfortunately, most of us grew up dysfunctionally, if you want to be honest about it. Even the ones who try to portray the most wholesome display of relationships, like the Duggar family. Remember the Duggars? Anybody know about the Duggars? Before I was even tapped in on this level, I was watching the Duggars and I was like, something wrong with this family. You know, they really pushed their Christian values and there was nothing wrong with that. But there was something I knew intuitively that wasn't right. Come to find out, one of the Duggar brothers was doing the Duggar sisters. And you know what I mean when I say doing, which was wrong. He was one of the bigger brothers, I think. And I think he got locked up, I'm not sure. He was fooling with some of his sisters. But this family pushed this overly wholesome view of life, like, oh, we're so righteous. Those people tend to be some of the most toxic people in the world. So a lot of us grow up in dysfunction. So we develop different attachment styles. If your parent abandoned you, let you down a lot, didn't show up, you may have an anxious attachment style. If your parent was there but didn't give you any emotional connection, who made you feel very independent at a young age, you may have an avoidant attachment style. You may have learned at a very young age that you cannot rely on people emotionally, physically, or any which way. So you learn to take care of yourself. You learn to make things happen on your own. And if your parent was hot and cold, which a lot of people are hot and cold, which is the in the middle one, which is anxious avoidant, also known as disorganized attachment or fearful avoidant, you grow up the same way. If you grow up in chaos, you're probably going to grow up in the same way. Also, if you went through major trauma in your childhood, like you were molested, abused physically, any sorts of abuse, like serious abuse, you may end up being fearful avoidant. So when you're fearful avoidant, you protect yourself at all costs. Some dismissive avoidant, I've noticed that men tend to lean more avoidantly and women tend to lean more anxiously. I don't know, it's probably because of our makeup, of how our brains work. Okay. Some avoidant men, they could seem narcissistic, but it's not the case because they could display some of the same traits as a narcissist, like you never know where you stand with them. Let's talk about the dismissive avoidant. The dismissive avoidant could be so stoic. Like you could be craving for some emotional validation and they wouldn't give it to you. Like they may show you their care through giving or doing. And then you tell them, I feel emotionally starved in this relationship. And they'll be like, what you're talking about? Am I not here? Am I not doing for you? And you're like, yes, you're here, but that's not enough. I don't feel like you love me. Like you don't show me in a way that makes me feel like you love me. You know what I mean? They could be very stoic, very distant emotionally while even still being there presently. And then some of them do run as well. Those dismissive avoidance, they will run too. They will keep you they'll keep, a lot of dismissive avoidance keep relationships at a surface level. Like in the beginning when everything is hunky-dory, that's fine. But to go deeper is when the issue, when you know you in a relationship for a whole year or two and you feel like, yo, this relationship hasn't grown, you know. Like I feel like we are still in the beginning stages. I don't feel like I'm deeply connected to my person. You may be dealing with a dismissive avoidant. So go look into that. Look into the attachment styles, guys. Let me get back to Gabby and her question. O'Higgins said, I don't care, I would smash girl. That part is, yep. I wouldn't let him go. I would pack his belongings to force him to go get the fuck out. The nerve. And you know, I wonder if she cried about that, because when you think about that as a woman, that could break your heart, yo. And especially if you've been asking him, like, let's say she said to him over the years, babe, sometimes it'd be nice for you just to make me a meal. Like you know, like just cook something sometime. And he'd be like, oh, what's the big deal? Am I not here with you? Don't I pay the bills? And then here he is taking 3 fucking hours on his feet, being very particular, very dainty, very gentle with the cake, washing hands and dusting and molding and mixing and leveling and slowly putting in the oven. Girl, what I say, I'm gonna bust that fucking oven open and fling that fucking cake somewhere. Oh God. No, I'm not like that. I'm not like that anymore. I've grown. Like I would have been so fucking hurt. And also when it comes to attachment style, two anxious avoidance or two fearful avoidance could be together because it's like on a spectrum. You could be fearful avoidant, but more fearful, okay, let me stop using fearful because some people they don't like the word. You could be anxious avoidant, but more anxious. And your partner could be anxious avoidant, but more avoidant. You feel me? So it's like on a spectrum. Somebody asked what was my attachment style. When I was insecurity attached, I was anxious avoidant. Yeah, but I feel like I lean more avoidant because when I think about my younger relationships, I was the one to always be done. Like I would be quick to be done. Like once I see something I don't like, my first thing is that let's break up. Let's be done. I don't try to talk it out or work it out. I'd be like, I'm done. Because fearful avoidance or anxious avoidance, they try to protect themselves. Their first thought is, I got to protect myself. Okay? Because the avoidant part of them may have felt not protected as much based on a trauma that happened in their childhood or based on growing up in a dysfunctional home. So yeah. But now I'm attaching securely. I'm very self-aware. And her feelings of self-worth, exactly, Hazel. Girl, if you ain't emotionally steady, you would be thinking, like, what's wrong with me? You're my husband, and you wouldn't spend an hour making us something to eat, but you would spend 3 hours to make somebody to work? No, it's hurtful in many layers, many layers. Oh my God. Baby. Oh, I would have been done. That would have been all I need to know how you feel about me. I'd be like, babe, maybe it's time for us to assess this relationship. Maybe we've grown into friends and maybe it's time for us to move forward. Maybe we are not not to say I wouldn't be hurt, but then I would have to start thinking more logically and be like, yeah, that was a clear demonstration of where your heart lies because your subconscious mind was on display. Subconsciously, you were showing how you felt about that person. You treasured that 3 hours. You took your time. You should have, it was his body language. The way he was so gentle with that fucking cake process. Like he didn't want anything to go wrong. Like it would have killed him for that woman to be displeased with the cake. When I'm the one you're supposed to cherish, no sir. Child. Okay, let me get to Gabby's second question. Here's my offering. Okay. Let's see. Where was this question stemming from? Tell me where this question was coming from. Why did he ask this question? Judge, adjudication. Oh, so it was to come to some sort of judgment or to get a certain perspective. He was definitely judging your response. He's possibly trying to weigh your response against the other person's response to see who's more in alignment with him, official person and house. With this house coming out, a house is a long-term investment, right? I feel like he's thinking, oh my God, at the bottom it says marriage. He's thinking on the long term, what's the best or who would be best for him. At this point, we can't talk about how you two got in this situation. It happened. You were friends, and friends are growing into lovers. Unfortunately, one of the person was involved in something. Um, so we can't even address that right now. It is what it is. We're at where we're at. So it's like he's trying to compare both of you, like to see who's more in alignment with my way of thinking. Okay. It was almost given trickery though, because the thief card could speak to being tricked, like trickery, deceptive, testing. There's a card that I have in here that says testing. So this person could have been testing you. Okay. Could have been testing you to see where your head was at. Okay. Expectation. It's like his fear. It's like each time he does an assessment on you, he's coming up with flying colors. But his fear of being betrayed makes him like second guess you, like nobody's that good. And I don't want to see your true self after the fact. So let me test you. Let me test to see what you truly think. And did she pass the test in his mind? Did she pass the test? In his mind, did she pass the test? We're gonna say yes, no. Did she pass the test? I feel like yes. Did she pass the test? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Did she pass the test? The Seven of Pentacles, yeah, you did. The Seven of Pentacles is an investment. The Empress is out of respect, and the Eight of Wands is like moving in the right direction. On the no side, we have the King of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Swords upright. Yeah, you passed the test, and this may be a negative for the other person because the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's like, yeah, he's thinking that I need to do something now with this Queen of Pentacles, but it's going to create a heartbreak, but I got to make the best decision for me because I have a Queen of Pentacles here. Money's involved in this situation, okay? I feel like money has always been at the forefront. It's either he's lying to you guys to make y'all think that this was a love situation, but this could have been a situation where he knew from the get-go that it was about money, okay? It could be this person look a certain way. I don't know, but money, he's saying to himself, I'm experiencing an Empress, even though he's second guessing, like, is this truly an Empress? Because he has trust issues. He's afraid that he may be bamboozled and hoodwinked and find out in the end that it's not even an Empress, it's some peasant. Okay, take my analogy now, it's my example, use it as an example. He's worried that, oh, this may not even be an Empress, like eventually I'll find out this is a peasant when I had a whole queen. And I don't want to let go of what I have and then find out what I'm getting was not true. But that's why he's doing the testing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why he's doing the testing. But you passed with flying colors. And now he's thinking, King of Swords, that maybe I need to let this Queen of Coins go because she was in reverse. It's going to cause heartbreak, but I need to do what I got to do. Yeah. So that's what I have. Here's my offering. I'm going to try to come on earlier tomorrow, guys. Yeah. I know it's late. It's hurtful at many layers. Many layers. Many fucking layers. I said, here's my offering. Take me to the cross. My heart is torn in pieces. Anywho, anybody else before I go? Because it's kind of late. Gab, are you still here? I see people be talking about this work wife, work husband thing. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. The words we use are very creative. You got to be careful. I think everybody's out. I mean, it's late, so I guess everybody's gone. So, anywho, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I probably come on earlier tomorrow. Guess I'll come on earlier tomorrow. Here's my offering. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.